welcome back to Scrap Table, and very most welcome to all my new subscribers. Um, thank you for coming and joining me. Today, I am coming to share my season of thanks journals that I've been working on, and it's now completed and will be listed right after this video. I just want to make it quick, and let's get started with all of these. It is a soft cover. This is the first time I did the soft cover, and I really enjoy it, but the amount of work, I thought it would be like less work and quick project, but it's not. It's the same amount of work, but I do enjoy it very much, and I think I'm gonna try it again because I'm not like 100% happy with how it worked, because everything new to me, and I'm just gonna practice more. Okay, let's start with harvest. Just want to make sure that I will list all the image and digital kit that I use in the description box. I may not say everything where it's from, and because I couldn't remember it all, so I have to make sure I don't want to say it wrong and insult anybody. So I will make sure I list everything down below. But the cover, I use cover from Ephemera Vintage Garden. See? Thank you, Debbie-Ann, for letting me have these, and it's beautiful. Closure is sari silk, and I use the brad eyelet closure for both. So, and then I use two strands of in half, so four of these to make it fuller. Also, the template, the book plate, it will have two in here that you can switch. The other one is journal, just in case you don't like the word, the name harvest. So inside, the fabric I use is the placemat. It's and this is the edge of the placemat, so I use it to make a pocket and lining. And I have collage journaling card. Use old book page to make a base of it. Like Lori would say, the underpants. Underpants will be book page, and the collage. And I stenciled the back with Tim Holtz, and the ink was pumpkin pie or pumpkin spice or something from Stampin' Up, and Old Olive blending. So, and then the book belong to, and pockets and tags, and like I said, I will link all these digital sources on the the description place. This is the Thai basil seed, so I put it in here. And using vintage, and this is like a really old music, not music, it's like hymns, yeah, like 1906 or something. Yes, something that old. And my eco printing paper. When you think about Thanksgiving time or autumn time, you just think about food, celebration, and colorful, and leaves are falling, just a sign of changing season. And these tiny tags, inside tags, and autumn reverie. I used these as the book page, and I did not decorate it because I love the color and the thickness of it. And again, you got the tea bag with the maple leaves inside. You can use this as the bookmark or or something like that. This is from the tree from my backyard. The leaves are falling like crazy now. And my husband went out to get the blower because he can't do a heavy work with his shoulder after the operation. Beauty come with hard work. And I also made these from book page as well. It's like a removable ephemera folder. And also when you think about Thanksgiving, you think about lots of food, cookings, and so I include recipe from the 80s in here. So big tag. Here's another recipe. It's 2 because it's continuing. And this is inspired by Wendy at Wendy's Journal Adventure, the skinny tag from envelope. Junk mail. And collage it with tissue paper. Napkins, I should say. This is also the envelope. And I try to spray that clear paint, spray paint. For this paper, it doesn't work, but it feels good. Make it stronger and feel different. And this is avocado dye paper. Inside we'll have a writing paper in there, and this is also a eco dye printing paper. Book page. This is the book from Herbal Delight, and some page will have like a recipe or for some remedies. And library card. I put it there because I don't want to cover this beautiful butterfly. Also, the bag also has 4 pockets. And another thing, think about fall is dragonfly. You know, just make me think when I was a kid back home at this time of year. I'd rather get cooler, not as cold, cooler, like maybe 20 degrees. And I would go out and chase the dragonfly. And okay, this is the harvest. Next one is celebrate. They constructed the same way, but the fabric would be different, and the cover and paper, but yes, it will have similar ephemera and all that. So let's quickly see the here's the ephemera folders. These are silk, like came off, the thread came off so bad this time. The tea is also the maple leaves. And that's the eco printing. Here's the skinny tag. This one has cinnamon spice roll. Sounds like sushi, not dessert. And this is Celebrate. And again, this will be listed in my Etsy shop right after this video. Well, probably, maybe in the same time. We'll see. We'll see how long it take to upload the video. Sometimes it take forever. And this one is Appreciation. It's the rooster, my favorite. And this is like, I feel like it's Christmas fabric, but then when you see the big sheet, it's all falls. It does look like a Christmas. Here's the tag. I add 2 tags here just to add the what you call it, make it like not so soft or flimsy when you close it, just to help it to keep the shape a little bit. Here's the ephemera folder. So inside's the same. That's the tag. And here's the basil, Thai basil seed. And the tea. It's been raining almost every day, and then today it's humid, but it was rain in the morning, and then it started to get really humid again. I think that another big rain is coming. And the middle part of Canada is snowing in Calgary. I hope everybody be ready. It's coming so soon. I think it's coming our way pretty soon. I need to bring in all the plants. So every year I will bring in the plant. Some hard find plant that some was I brought from home. And then I plant them, and yeah, so I don't want them to die because of the cold. This is the Appreciation. and Delight. Time for all the squirrel to store their food. They've been so crazy working in my backyard. And Mr. Darcy, of course, enjoying chasing them. So, I forgot to mention, the paper here is the handmade paper that I tried to do last couple weeks ago. I finally figured out, and then it was so much fun. I would do it again, but it could be like a summer job. It's such a mess. Here's the pack. So this fabric, now it's like a fall fabric. And this is also fall fabric ruffles. And the tabs, like a placemat. Some of these placemats still have price tag on. I got so many of them that do that. This is from, yes, I will link the paper down below. Because I use so many digital kit now from several people, artists. Like, if someone mentions somebody, I'll go to the shop and I will see if it's my style or I'm planning to do something, then I'll grab it. This is the maple leaf. You can use it as a bookmark as well. I like the soft cover because like it's really nice and it's open nice and flat. And this time I make it only 3 signatures. Otherwise I will end up with this size of journal. Start filling it in. Here's the basil, Thai basil. From my garden to yours. Let me know if it grows. Here's the tag. This paper from Antique Papery. And I tried to do the plastic lace and impress. Didn't work out for me. That's something I need to do. Have another try. I think because of me not having patience. Because it's like such a time-consuming process and stuff. Oh, this one have 2 T. Sorry. You out, and I need to replace with something else. This is Delight. On. This one, thankful. And fall fabric. So basically it's just a similar inside. Just like in my get to know me video, mentioned that it's easier for me when I like try to tackle down like stash busting. So you do a lot like at once, try to get rid of book and stuff like that, so you can move on to something. Like if you keep working with the same material, it just sometimes it kill your mojo, right? So that's why I'm like, okay, I need to work with new stuff, so this have to go. And for me, just have to do a lot of process like this. Like you cut, when you cut something like this, you cut 30-40 in at once. It's just easier for me just to cut one per journal at a time, but when I do ephemera, I do enjoy it. I don't do like, I take time to do per book. I mean, even though if I use the same image, but it will be different each book, because sometimes you just want to do something different. Here's avocado dye. So this week, this Saturday, I am inviting a couple friends over for just to have some last hooray for the barbecue. I hope the weather stay nice and cool. I mean, nice and warm. And so before the fall start, and then the following weekend it's Canadian Thanksgiving. So all the girls coming home. This is gratitude. Again, the handmade paper, and just have these crochet lace to protect the spine. I use a really strong nylon to sew because it's quite different, because you put a lot of bending, and I don't want like the sewing stitches to break, so I doubled up the nylon thread as well, so it's really strong. I hope. I try to pull, but yeah. Last time I mentioned that I'm not a big fan of avocado dye, but it go really well with this theme, autumn theme, because the color. Oh, I need to show you what. That's just a few seeds, not like a lot, but let's see if it grows in your home, from my home. And lots of space for writing, and I know people were going and talking about acid free, because most people want to use their journal for picture and all that. It's so hard to keep everything, like, even though you try to dye your paper with acid-free method, but then you print a lot of stuff. I don't think like printing paper is acid-free, so I'm not going to say my journal is acid-free, but you know, it's not. It doesn't matter how hard you try, then you will, you know, it's, let's say it's journal, not photo album, right? If it's photo album, then you will have to stick up like all the material with acid free to keep it nice and clean. But this is, we just use what we have or we can find in the secondhand store. Try to recycle and save the treasure, and old treasure turn into a new treasure. And this one is gratitude. I saved this one last because this one is spoken for. I post this on Instagram and one of my clients say she would like to have this one, so I will put a reserve for her. This one is a feast. Here's the inside. Same thing with the tags, and get the seed from my garden to yours. So and I will have a listing. I will make only one listing for the 6 of the first book that I show. So, but in the option, it will be a drop-down menu for options. It will go by name of the book, and in the picture, I will show each cover and name clearly. So, make sure you pick the one that you want. And this one, I will put in a separate listing as a reserve. Okay. Oh, this recipe. Spicy pumpkin pie, perfect. My favorite pie. I love Saskatoon berry pie and pumpkin pie. That's the pie I like. Well, that's all for the falls, not falls, for the thanks season journal that I was working on. And I was hoping to finish it like before the autumn start, but it's been busy, crazy with other thing, and so I'm a little bit of delay, but it's all here and done, so ready to ship to a new home. So please come and check out my Etsy shop and see if you like to adopt any of these and take it home with you. And other than that, thank you so much for coming, and thank you to all my new subscriber, and we'll see you next video. I might not be able to make a video for a couple of weeks because of the busy schedule coming up with family and stuff like that, but we'll try to come back and then do a craft with me soon. Okay, thank you everyone. Bye.